How much does it take to start a mobile detailing business? How much does it take to start a mobile detailing business? Well, for the most part, I'm going to be honest. Can't nobody tell you how much it's going to take. They can give you an estimate because everybody different, you know, and everybody going to have a different vision. Everybody going to have their different brands, you know, that they want to go with or choose to go with to invest their money in to help fulfill their needs for their business. So I want to just throw it out there right off. It's going to be hard to figure out how much you're going to need for the business. But the best thing to do is price everything. Piece it out. What would you need? What do you need? Number one, you know you're going to need some transportation. You're going to need transportation to get from point A to point B to do your mobile service. That's number one. You know, you ain't going to be able to do no mobile service without being mobile, you know. So if you got to start with your license, get your license together because you're going to need some license. You can't depend on your buddy. You can't depend on your best friend. You can't depend on your cousin. You can't depend on your sister, your mama, or your daddy. You got to be solely dependable on you for this mobile service. So, with that being stated, you got to know how to drive. Got to know how to drive. So, in the process of knowing how to drive, secondly, I would suggest, you know, knowing that you're going to need a water source, something to push your water. So, that'll be a pressure washer. You can't run the service without a pressure washer. So, then you find your brands, you know. What brand you want to go with? They got numerous of brands, but you got to go with the brand that's going to be best fit for you. So I can say a brand, and then, you know, another person can say another brand, and, you know, no wrong or right situation here, but at the end of the day, you're going to need a pressure washer to get that water to them cars and get things rinsed off to wash a vehicle. You're going to need a pressure washer, and you're going to have to find that right brand that suits and be best for you. And then also you're going to need a vacuum cleaner. You're going to need a vacuum cleaner. Let me back up. You're going to need a generator. Generator, man, they can get costly, you know. And then with that, you want to get a good brand with that as well. Because their motors, you know, that's motorized, just like the pressure washer is motorized. So you want to go with a good brand. I suggest, my suggestion, and I just got to be honest, you know, but other people are going to have their suggestion as well. And if you disagree, put down in the comments you disagree. But I got to go with Honda engines. Everything I own, going to have that Honda. Got to go with that Honda. Heavy duty Hondas, man, they last, man. Woo, Lord have mercy. They last you. But also, I have to say, from that generator is going to be a great source for you. For power, you're gonna need that generator for a lot of things. I've used it for a lot of things, you know, and they come in handy, you know. So, wonderful investment. Ever think about investing in one of those? Get you one of those just to have them around the house anyway, too. They're a good investment. And then also, I would say a vacuum cleaner. Going with that vacuum cleaner, everybody got their different tastes, you know, buzzing on that too. You know, I chose my brand. I know other people gonna have their own brand, but you're gonna need that vacuum. And having a vacuum cleaner, and then so now you gotta have storage. You're gonna need somewhere to store this stuff, so that goes back to transportation. All right, so going back to transportation, it all comes into play. You got the basics. All right, now you know you're gonna need your chemicals and your towels and things of that nature, and some clientele, of course, you know. So you just got the basics got the way, but you just spent some money, but you ain't getting nothing in return. So that's why I say, can't nobody tell you how much to spend, you know, because you got to piece it out and spend according to what works for you and your budget on building this business. Because the money's not going to come right away. You can forget about it. You know, it's not just going to come immediately. So keep that in mind. So there is no wrong or right answer on how much it costs to start a mobile detailing business. And I just had to be honest. It ain't, you know. So if you agree or disagree, put down in the comments. I don't agree, man. You can give a number. Well, I know you save up some money. You got to save up some money. That's the main goal. But until next time, guys, God bless you.